welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happens YouTube Atheist Community and Stickam Fun. Yeah, I failed edition. Anyway, yeah, I kind of bailed early last night out of Stickam. No serious reason besides the fact that I was just incredibly tired and despondent. And there really wasn't a good excuse to be, because there was a lot of ladies in the room. Alright, they were girls. Even though one of them called herself a lady. Yeah, she was a girl. You know, a little young. But anyway, it was really charming. You know, and, yeah, but I just totally, I couldn't perform. Yeah. It wasn't performance anxiety, but it was, yeah, I was just too tired. And not for really great reasons. I'm just tired. I've been taking penicillin for some purpose, and yeah, so maybe that's part of it. But yeah, I'm just kind of dragging the last couple of days. No, I just didn't sleep the night before. That was really the whole thing. I didn't get any sleep at all. So that was probably the explanation. So moving on. Shit happens. My apologies to those disappointed. You know, I mean, it's probably good I didn't stay. It just wasn't a rolling kind of night. It was just kind of a, you know, square wheely kind of lumping along. And so we really weren't going anywhere. It really does take a little bit of, you really have to have a, you know, bounce in your step kind of thing to do this anti-natalism stuff every fucking day. And I just didn't have it. But I didn't care to talk about anything else either. I just didn't care to talk. You know, I wanted my butt rubbed and stuff. I just wasn't in the mood for anything else. Yeah. Still not. I'm just not in a very good mood. Just not feeling really good. And well, I never feel really good anyway, but I mean, I just don't feel very good. It's not horrible, it all seems like work, if you know what I mean. The breathing, the, you know, blinking of the eyes, it's all just seems like a lot of work. There's crap in my path. So what else? I'll quit complaining. I don't really think we talked about anything incredibly important. We did the movie thing some more, and this and that, some anti-natalism, some blah blah blah. I have an MP3, 3 hours or whatever it was worth. Piro hasn't been around, so that was another reason I kind of bailed. So I figured he wasn't showing up anyway. And Paul's ego had left. And yeah, but we just really, like I said, there really wasn't anything happening. And everything is so futile in so many ways. I mean, once you start talking about some of the politics, the roots of it, and how the corruption just owns the system, there's liars everywhere. And so many humans are invested in liar-type jobs. They're part of the liar system. And they've rationalized excuses for their own participation in the liar game. Oh, I have to work too. I have to, if I don't get mine, they'll take it from me, or blah, blah, blah. You know, there's always rationalizations. I'm not saying some of them aren't valid, but I mean, there's a point where it just ain't worth it anymore. Especially in the context of these are the same people who are, you know, oh yeah, I need to have kids, you know, and sentence them to live in the mediocrity I'm creating. I mean, if you're not going to create a better world, you got no business having kids. You really don't. If you don't have the balls to fight for a better world, to, you know, demand more than, you know, sucking whatever tits put in front of you, fuck you. Anyway, I mean, double fuck you. I mean, I'm already going to say fuck you for being natally in the first place. But do it in the context where you're not going to fix this shithole first. You really suck. Asshole squared. Yeah, which reminds me of, I did a response video to Fringe Elements just now. Well, not just now, but earlier. And, you know, it's interesting seeing him again. I haven't watched one of his videos in like a year or more. But, yeah, whatever. Same old kind of banter. A few insults thrown around. You know, he did kind of point out that the, you know, Hannibal Barca is just so weak, such lame, just totally irrational argumentation. not even on the subject. He might as well just walk up to me and say, "You're a rock." Yeah, you're a rock. Like, well, okay, fine, I'm a rock. Whatever, crazy person. He's just nuts. Not even on subject. Not even close to the subject. Which does remind me of this other whatever guy. I don't know, we can't pronounce his name. I'll just call him Smiling Joe. Some guy professes to have had real depression in his past, and so he knows what it is to be a human. I should do a response video to him, because now he's arguing. It's just all these straw men forever. All the arguments are straw man arguments. I'm not suggesting. I love that crap. And then they just basically suggest exactly what they're not suggesting. It's just such a lame tactic, and everybody's using it. Even Fred, conference report, is playing that game a lot. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but then it starts opining and referencing sources and blah blah blah, like he's arguing that he does know what he's talking about, which is a lot of bullshit. Kids are noisy. You want to see them? They probably don't get too scared. Ooh, scary. You can't really see them. Awful lot of noise for two fucking kids. They're arguing with the water or something. I don't know. Anyway, retarded. Numb my brain. So anyway, I think I'll do some kind of response. I don't know if it's worth the trouble. I really don't have to account for Buddhism. I really don't. I'm not a Buddhist. I don't give a fuck about what Buddha thought. I don't care what kind of shit he shitted. I don't care how many times he caught himself on fire. I really don't give a rat's ass. I've explained my philosophy, and it's not authoritatively founded on the rhetoric of some thinker 2,000 years ago. I'm smart enough to know that people 2,000 years ago were dumb fuckers. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? And, I don't owe any homage to them. I really don't. Scientists I'll pay my dues to, but philosophers of the past, no. A lot of them just misdirected people. A lot of them just create confusion with their whiffity-diftity bullshit. And they had no way to really understand the game. They didn't have the facts necessary to understand it. And we do. So, I just don't see the point. So, what else? Karina. Yeah, didn't see her last. I sort of feel bad because maybe she would have showed up. I don't know, but she was making a video, probably. She posted one explaining her retraction of her earlier video on feminism. And, I'm not a big fan of deleting videos. I guess if you wanted to say, yeah, this was kind of an ignorant video, or sloppy, then, retitle it, put sloppy in there, annotate it, especially when it's a YouTube video, you might as well just annotate it. But, to wipe out the whole comment section, the whole video, I don't know. I don't really go for that. But her explanation seems fair enough. She made a video and she had a perspective 2 years ago that she doesn't have now. And, so it sort of makes sense if you've changed or modified your opinion in some way to take down the video or in some way account for that change. Fortunately, I haven't had too many circumstances that I can think of where I have said something. I've said things badly, but I've never said things that were wrong, overtly. Terribly wrong anyway. Wrong enough to delete a video. So anyway, she got a lot of flack. And of course everybody insinuates, and impugns other people makes accusations that somebody told her to do this, or somebody put pressure there, or did this, or did that. And I mean, all that kind of speculation is so unfair. And people always do it. You know, some sock account shows up causing mischief, and everybody making accusations about who it is, and it's just bullshit. So anyway, so yeah, you know, she's in a tough spot. She's going to have to rebuild her credibility a little bit with some people, I guess, because, you know, it's a mighty fall kind of thing. Everybody's looking, you know, once something, you know, once it's on the ground, people are a lot more comfortable kicking it. You know, they're kind of scared of it when it still has status. But once it's on the ground, they can start picking at it. And you can see a lot of that going on. People taking their cheap shots. But, you know, Karina's tough as nails, so this ain't gonna bug her any. She'll just plow right through it all. And that's what she does. Yeah. Just plows through. I try to run away. Yeah. Yeah, you really have to get me in the mood to fight. So only like 3 or 4 things, you know, those three, just say the 3 or 4 magic words, and I'm all ready to go. But outside of that circumstance, I'm like, yeah, I'll take a pass. Anyway, that seems like a sort of a distant subject, somewhere over there. It's not really connected to anything much. So anyway, it's nice to hear back. Yeah, she's going to do some videos, I guess, contextualizing the silly forums on, you know, that she attended. She was a panelist on. The harassment one seems perfectly reasonable. It was boring, but it was a perfectly reasonable conversation about, you know, some of the problems that, you know, between men and women in a professional, semi-professional standing, you know, circumstance, and where, you know, the lines get kind of blurred, you know, where you're wearing your, you know, your suit, and where it's appropriate for the, you know, that to come off, so to speak. You know, and yeah, there has to be a different standard. I've already talked about this, but yeah, there's got to be a different standard. It's not a convention, they're conferences. There is a difference. And what else? It's not just an excuse for a party. At least you hope it's not. I think the participants have a right to think it's not. Some of the participants have a right to think it's not, anyway. The other panel was some, whatever the fuck it was, UFO nonsense or ghost shit, or I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, that one, I don't think she can explain. That was just, that was just fucking dumb. Really dumb. Some sort of truther panel almost. Just really, really, really dumb. So, and I don't know if there's anything else. What else is news? Amazing Atheist posted a couple of his old videos on his TJ Does Life channel, which seems kind of bullshit. You know, seems anti the purpose of the channel. What else? Should be some other news. Really isn't much. So I got a ton of videos, of course. Some good, some great. Yeah, that's 2 categories. Great and less great. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Still got places to go here, but I think I'm out of give a damn. You know, Jay Sounder's been reliable, doing the good work and such, and you know, I'm going to be writing some stuff eventually. Me help with the blog. It's good, and you know, so there's stuff happening in the background. Wheels are turning. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Piro. I don't know. You know, hope nothing harmful. But he hasn't been around. But we are planning kind of doing this weekly science thing, so that might be good. And yeah, I don't know what else is news. There's a chipmunk over there. Go find him. Hey, chipmunks! Hey! No, it didn't work. Can't do that after all. It really should be something, right? Yeah, there's a lot of good personal videos too. Pink did a few videos. Back in doing the work again. Trying to find a job, so that'll be bad because then she'll be working. Yeah, what else? I don't know. Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know what my future is because there's all kinds of gnarly shit hanging over me. And I don't know how it's going to resolve exactly. So, who knows? Yeah, it's just weird. And I'm just in no mood to deal with anything, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. That's not a solution. I'm just kind of watching the tsunami. I'm just like standing on the standing on the balcony. I'm just seeing it coming, and I'm just like, I don't know, what the hell do I do about this? Wish on a star? I mean, what's the appropriate reaction? So anyway, yeah, there I had a little bit more. Oh, lovely little patch of sun here. Really does get shady along in there. The trees really do shade the path. Quite amazing and such. No, I guess I'll just, well, I'm sorry, this was sort of a waste. I will do the usual routine and go through my watch list real quick. And that'll be all. So again, apologies to the Stickam usuals. That I really just didn't bring my A game. And sorry. Yeah, not much I can do about it. It's the way it went. And so that's the way it is, and such and so forth. So till it be till it be very soon. Yeah. Puddle. I like looking in puddles. I don't know why exactly, but it causes me some sort of, yeah, that was good. I mean, it's not great. It really isn't great. But, I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that one. Alright, now it's enough. Really, it's enough. Okay. So till next time. Well, till soon. Immediately, really. Should be immediately, unless I make an error editing. Should be instantaneously. I should be continuing. Okay. Till next time. Immediately. Alright, not too much time left on this camera, so we'll try to run through this quickly and such. Free thinking, I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, this is my history. So this is a Jay Sounder video response to the whatever Joe Smiley Face guy. Yeah, the response. This is the anti-suffragist fringe elements critique of the anti-natalism argument, both sides. So he basically points out that the opposition isn't providing much of an argument, but he's not too keen on this whole objective value equation stuff either. So anyway, so this guy, yeah, this is like part 7, of a subject he want to talk about, and he's just talking around the subject in, silly ways, ways that don't get to the real point of what an imposition is, and how we as human beings are accomplishing something because silly people smile. Like, that's all you need to do. Is if you smile, that's all you need to do. Like, we're just Teletubbies, make the Teletubbies happy, therefore they're good, they're worth having. Because we should be kind of argument, just as dumb as can get. Karina's feminism video that she took down, and such. Apparently it's hot there in Romania. And such. Amazing Atheist, this is like an old video, I think. Something like that. My Stickam video. So there's another one by the Joe guy, pointless waste of time kind of thing. Skyzor, I mean, it's too bad his audio equipment's just crap. His microphone or whatever, how he's recording his videos, and he speaks that horrible shit-knees English. So I mean, it's just so hard to listen to, and then he's just vulgar and rude on top of it. So it's like he's got 4 strikes against him. So it's like he can't even get to the plate because he's already out before he. It's like he can't even figure out how to stand in the batter's box. I mean, you got to obey a couple of rules to be able to hit the ball, and you're just not playing cricket, fella. But anyway, so I did a response video to him as best I could to manage. Rats suffer too. Yeah, this was a response by Jay, just pointing out that, you know, kittens are awful damn cute, and that's for sure. But if we're going to be smart, philosophical, intelligent people, we have to realize that sentience comes in uncute packages, and those uncute animals have just as much need for comfort as the cute ones. It's just logical. Who needs a man when you got gloves? That was a great title. Pink video. She is quite hot there. But anyway, it was really a funny title. I wasn't expecting what the gloves were for. I had all kinds of visions in my head. You know, sugar plums and whatnot. Anyway, it was fun. Anyway, derived energy versus sage boga, whatever, blah blah blah. This is more of a. Actually, you know, I feel it's a little bit insulting. I mean, he's, you know, just because some people complain about some people's argument styles, you know, you don't even have to defend against that. You can just make your arguments. But this whole idea that somehow no one's, I mean, somehow everybody's obliged to take shit from people is just bullshit. Which Fred sort of points out in the video. You know, he finds it offensive that the faithful would believe their book of bullshit and, you know, apply the judgment and assume that Fred deserves to go to hell because he has the freedom not to be a heathen or whatever, you know, not to accept Jesus. But yeah, the point is that you know, we're all stuck with the lines we draw, and yeah, if somebody draws a line on you, you got to draw a line on them. And somebody's going to tell me, you know, they have a right to impose, and then I'm going to tell them back, well, then I'm going to impose on your imposing. I'm going to try to unimpose your imposition. Anyway, I can dislike you too for other reasons. Skid Row Radio, antinatalism, depression. Yeah, I saw some, I don't know what happened, but I got interrupted. I didn't see that whole video. But he does kind of, he's a little too fence walking on too many of these subjects for my taste. How to deal with suffering. I mean, this is, he finds a Rose Bush's father or something, he found a kitten, and so he has the whole sad story, blah, 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 like we haven't all, you know, I mean, you want me to do my rescue stories? I've rescued, you know, a lot of cats. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's just, you don't exploit this for philosophical purposes, in my opinion. You know, use cute kitten to, you know, to defend a philosophical position. In the Dark again, for films. Yeah, she's in New York. I guess she's back by now or close to it. Wise Monkey made an interesting video. I mean, on a subject he called outrageous and psychotic and crazy and blah blah blah. And so now he's willing to talk about it. So that ought to be interesting. See if he brings anything to the table that's in the scope of reasonable, rational argument, explaining why life is just so damn charming that we just can't. We can't refuse to pay the price. It's just got to be worth it somehow. I don't think so. Derived energy. Yeah, the phrase, I don't know, I can't remember who the hell this was to. Don't remember too much about it, actually. I think it was just his image, actually, didn't actually, yeah, it's just a short video. So, this is the response by Skyzer to the math video I did as a response to his video. And yeah, it wasn't, you know, he's just not getting it. So there's no real point. We're not going to get anywhere. He just keeps talking like there's some magic to what a human being is. It's a replicating molecule. That's what it is. It's a replicating molecule. It's not. That's the real core of it. It's a replicating molecule. There's nothing else happening in the origins phase. So there's two more by that guy. No, this is Heroin Church responding to one of these stupid videos by that guy. And I'm sure he said something good, but I don't remember exactly. Conference report, I don't know, 5 minutes of looking at cows. I didn't get that one at all. No, didn't make any sense at all to me. The real reason I'm not religious says I watched it, but I guess oh yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yeah, he just went on some kind of drivel about, I don't even know what he went. It's like he's not religious because he doesn't have any religious habits. So if he was habituated to religion, then he would defend religion, I guess is his argument. It just seemed kind of vacant to me. Religion is more than just habits. I mean, you can use the social club argument, but there is more to it. I mean, there's just ugly shit in these religions, bigotries, and nonsense. And if you can't be turned off by that, then you're pretty fucked up, in my opinion. Atheism Hurts. This was kind of funny. It's like a what do you call that? A parody of a drug commercial called Bullshit. You take bullshit and then you can get over then you can get the right kind of depression or some kind of bullshit. Yeah, I didn't exactly get it, but it was funny. Sky Zero, this is the response by Jay Sounder to Sky Zero's challenge. And he just basically points out that suffering is bad, the goods are kind of vacant, and so you have a negative balance, and that's enough math for me. It's enough math for me. It's pretty straightforward. There's the video which Skyzer made that I did respond to. It's a pretty simple idea. The idea of reducing the value equations to some sort of mathematical formula is not a bad idea. Just got to do it a little bit carefully because we're defining the constants and the variables. So it's all new math. So when you're inventing math, you do have to be a little careful about your terminology. That's another one of the stupid depression and anti-nihilism videos, which are just pointless. Of course, anti-nihilism is depressing. Duh. The conclusion is that life is fail and stupid, and that a ton of suffering has been wasted. I think that's going to be depressing. Yeah, duh. Edible Napalm for a Vlogger Dome update video, which I haven't been doing, which I got to do. Maybe I'll just post this as one. I don't know. Anti-nihilism, depression. It's the first one, I guess. So done with that. Big Bang Theory, Genesis, Life, Evolution. Have no idea. There was some sort of religious nut, I guess. So I don't think I watched it. I just turned it on. I said, oh, it's just some kind of religious nut talking bullshit. Zombie Picture Show did a response to Hannibal Barca, just basically saying, God, you're stupid. And he sure as fuck is. Jay Sounders' original video response to the crazy guy, Joe Happy Face or whatever. Some TED Talks about, oh yeah, trillion frames a second. It's not really, it's sort of an oversell here. They're just using computers to basically take time-lapse, synthetic time-lapse photos, I guess you could call them. So you take a bunch of pictures of the same thing over and over and over, and then you computer combine the pictures. As long as it's a static thing you're taking a picture of, you'll get some sort of useful time-lapse, a synthetic time-lapse, but it's not really time-lapse. Conference report, synthetic imaging is what it is. It's a good Metamorph video. I haven't had Metamorph video in a while. It was good. He's good at just saying it nice and straight. Yeah, it's good. My Misery Me response, I guess that's the first response video to the shithead, or Joe, whatever, smiley shit. Warbles on a lot, I don't remember that. Anti-nihilist, deathless is erroneous, well, whatever. Yeah, he's basically saying, I remember he said something stupid in there. I'm a drunk, crazy, idiot, asshole, and I believe in fairies. Yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out, silly person. Religion of Ephilism. Oh yes, the Hannibal Victor. You know, stupid, just inanely stupid arguments in there. That's the first one of the anti-nihilism depression video. Waste of time, really. Grab Your Destiny by the Balls. It's another Peak Moon. Another good title. Yeah, she's just trying to get herself up for getting a job and, you know, working for the man and all that crap. There's some Hannibal video I watched that about some other subject and it just bored the fuck out of me. Effortless shit, you know, whatever, an hour and a half of Skyzer speaking incomprehensibly and rudely. Okay, for Wolf Films, she's just pointing out she's leaving for a few days on vacation kind of a thing, whatever. Rosebush, a really dumb video. But all his videos are dumb. This was sort of interesting, the Psychosius guy, that's the old, whatever his name is, oh fuck, I'm not gonna remember his name. It's like Verisign or something, what the hell is his name? But anyway, you know, he's got the fish on his head. Anyway, he's an empathetic sort of character. I mean, I really hate him, but I like him. I mean, I can't explain that. I mean, there's a human being in there. He's just a human being that's saying things that, you know, some of the stuff has a, you know, it's not unthoughtful, but it's just wrong. I don't know how to put it. I mean, I can't, it's hard to hate him. I mean, you know, but he is crazy. And so apparently he's really on the edge of, like, I'm going to just walk into traffic soon. So he's just letting people know he's going to walk into traffic soon. And, you know, I mean, you know, it's not good. But whatever. I mean, you know, there really is, life is just too stupid. Talking in the Dark, Pink Moon, so she got a lot of people walking by when she was trying to do a video, though. This is this other just quinticated guy who I really dislike. And, you know, he's making a video, response video, it's got some points in it, but it's obnoxious because it's got music playing in it. It's just too hard to listen to. Leave Your Brain at the Door, just about her, you know, day looking for a job. Emendum the Compassionate, this is a Broken Mech video, it's another one of his slanders, is all it was. No, somehow I hate the poor, like in some personal way. No, I hate poverty, and poverty is sustained by poor people having poor kids. It's just stupid. They don't have the capacity to raise them out of poverty, and that's just dumb. If you're a slave, you don't have babies. It's pretty obvious, you know, unless somebody's forcing you to. Talking in the Dark, yeah, that's a response to her, those two girls talking. One-Way Ticket, I did a response, I did a chime in her, but, you know. One-Way Ticket, don't remember that one, but it's some stupid response to Dopey Rosebushy, who did the Dead Squirrel video, which was a horrible song. Solve Suffering, don't remember exactly, but it's whatever, stupid video. No, that was the one where he's asking the questions, so it wasn't bad. I mean, he's asking some questions, but they were kind of pointed questions, and they are questions I've already answered. Oh, Great Text useless. Yeah, just there's no point in even attempting conversation with him. Alright, this was economic stuff, so this has to relate to the, whatever it was. This was some kind of, I don't know what this was, bonobo sex stuff or something. I don't know, some, you know, I don't know. It's next to ostrich sex, so somehow I got from ostrich sex to bonobo sex, and I don't know how you got to the ostrich sex. But this is a little spooky. I mean, ostriches have some weird ass looking hardware. It's one fucked up looking penis. But anyway, platonic panpsychism, yeah, so thou art that. That was about as bad as, well, ostrich sex was better. Yeah, it was weird, but Matt is even weirder. He's even weirder than an ostrich's penis. His philosophy has just gotten, whatever, it's gone. So this is this horrible jellyfish thingy that me and Puro did a little video, a little talk on. This, I don't know, Gary, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Great Text an hour of where he plays one of my videos, but the whole, he plays the video where I'm talking about the point of the channel, and it's just, and he just keeps saying the same shit over and over again. You can't judge value, and it's just idiotic. Yes, I can. So this is the Nigatarian crazy fuck. I was going to draw him. That's why, I watched a couple of his videos, and so I was going to draw him, and I had a slide I really liked, and I was going to draw him, and I just never got to it. So maybe some other day. This shit keeps happening here. Too many distractions. Piro in his car, I don't remember. But it was irritating and annoying, no doubt. DPR Jones, who cares? Paying the price, that was for Well Films. I'm sure it was a good video. Oh yeah, that was related to the whole just finding a way to live life. Because Pink Moon's got some debt you gotta pay and blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm getting tired here. Jay Sounder again. Just 1 second. Change your life. Oh, that was the stupid Thunderfoot video. It's just really idiotic. Something about traveling at light speed and looking at planets or some kind of shit like that, right? I don't know. It's just stupid. Oh, this eugenics and dysgenics guy. This, he's real racist, no doubt. But I mean, some of the stuff was sort of interesting, just how we're genetically becoming crap. Because the poor are outbreeding the competent. Yeah, the incompetent are outbreeding the competent. It says another response by Zombie Picture Show to Crazy Hannibal Fuckwit. There's another Steve King's economics video. And there's the dopey Hannibal there at the bottom. Alright, oh, we made it. Jeez, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm really just running on empty or something. I don't know. So anyway, till next time. Hopefully more enthusiastic or something. Or something.